evening, ghosts and ghouls. You're listening to a horrible podcast.
What's up, ghosts and ghouls? It's the one, the only JT Ripper, and I'm here with
Todd of Thunder.
And today, we're bringing you some horror movie news.
Yes, indeed.
It's a horrible conversation, by the way.
Yep, a horrible conversation, horrible news, whatever you want to call it. You're going to get your fix of upcoming attractions around the horror world. And, starting with the news that I just read, that Terrifier 3 is officially happening.
Yeah, that's one thing I had on mine. It's going to have a larger budget after the success of the second film.
Yep. And we're fans of all these movies, the
All Hallows
Eve, the Terrifier 2, and we're looking forward to it. If this is like the future, I guess you can't call it low-budget films anymore if it's going to have a big old budget like this. I hope that whatever studio they go with, they continue to go with the one that they had. You know, I don't want them to go, since they have, a bigger budget, I don't want them to go with a studio that will step in and,
neuter them,
handicap them.
I don't think so. I think, honestly, I think with the whole bigger budget thing, I think it's just they're giving him more of like the deal that he has. He's just got a bigger budget, hopefully. Isn't that crazy to think like an independent movie like that, like the second one was like so massively popular that it like generated a third one?
Well, hopefully they give him the advance, let him make the movie the same way he made the second one. And this time, instead of having a limited theatrical release, just do a worldwide theatrical release. And I guarantee you it'll make more money than the second one did. Because if you're not expecting the second one to make as much money as it is, and it did, imagine doing a worldwide or nationwide theatrical release. But, like I said, do not neuter, do not handicap, let him do his thing, because he's already proven without a big studio backing that they know how to market this film. This film, I think, is special because it's a film that me and you have seen all the time. We see low-budget films that are great like this all the time.
Yeah, there's so many that.
And now that that these big studios know that it can make a profit, like, jump on the train, but don't try to steer it.
Yeah, just enjoy the ride.
Yeah, because once you jump in and you start, let's do it like this, let's do it like that. No, you're fucking
it up.
You're fucking up the whole flow. Let them just do their thing.
Bundy, you fat piece of shit, don't go wrestling with the midgets.
Don't sell for the midgets. Anyway, here's something cool. Screenbox, the streaming service. They are celebrating Robert Englund's 76th birthday, June the 6th. They're going to be releasing 3 classic films on their streaming service. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Night Terrors, and The Mangler, all to celebrate the legendary Freddy Krueger's 76th birthday. So if you're subscribed to Screenbox, you got that to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I don't know how we're going to watch it, but probably just do like a month subscription, honestly.
Yeah,
we'll sit down and watch it because, we love us some Nightmare on Elm Street and some Robert Englund.
Yeah, lucky for us, most streaming service have a pretty healthy, good selection of horror films.
Especially Tubi.
And
Tubi is...
Whew. Yeah,
Chef's kiss.
Tubi is great simply because it's free and you have so much good quality on there.
Fuck! If it wasn't even, if it was $5 a month, it'd be worth it.
Oh yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, if it was like $5-10, it would still be worth it because of the quality you get. And it's not just horror movies. They have like, you know, comedy, action. They have everything that you want to.
I've noticed that their comedy movies has gotten like better. Like it used to be like just horror movies on there, but the like comedy movies have like started getting like well-known comedy movies.
Well, I think that's what attracted us to begin with was their, you know, kind of professional selection of horror films. But then when you go through it, their comedies and their actions are kind of like the horror, which means like you got like old school, like you'll go to like some sites and some streaming service and they'll have like Dr. Dolittle 2 or whatever.
Right.
You know, which is cool.
Yeah,
but sometimes you want to watch fucking Porky's 2.
Yeah, or Any Which Way But Loose. Or,
you want to watch like
that.
Some of these old school, like forgotten comedy movies.
Uncle Buck and,
Yeah.
you know, Planes, Trains, and shit like that.
Automobiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you want to watch like old comedies from the 70s and 80s and the early 90s, not just the early 2000s like most of them have. Like, I love Big Mama's House, but it's only so many times you can watch it.
Yeah. Give me some diversity. Give me my little Nickies.
Exactly.
It's freaking awesome. Kind of has a wow. Wow.
Wow. There's a big fucking anaconda. Wow.
Wow, that's a big fucking snake. Wow.
Baby bird. Baby bird. Ain't got no gas in it.
Anyway, so they released a trailer for this new horror movie called Poor Things. We talked about it a couple months ago, or a little while back. I can't remember. Anyway, it's The Poor Things is a Frankenstein-ish like tale based off of a 1992 novel.
That's cool.
It looks okay. It looks a little artsy for my taste.
Is it going to be like a full movie, or is it going to be like kind of one of these anthology films?
I think it from what I can see, it looks like a straight movie.
Okay.
It's the one that has like Emma Stone in it and William Dafoe's in it.
That's cool. Emma Stone, by the way, is for those of you not familiar with her, she's the one in the Harry Potter movies, wasn't she?
No, she wasn't in Harry Potter. She's the one from Zombieland.
Oh, okay.
She's the redhead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She's brunette in this movie.
No, not Bad Teacher.
Yeah.
Was it Bad Teacher?
Yeah. I know what you're talking. No. No, Bad Teacher was not her.
Bad Teacher was Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. Well, fuck.
Easy A.
Easy A. That's it. She was in that one. Mark Ruffalo's in the movie too. It looks pretty cool. It's very bright and colorful. It almost kind of has like that weird like Suspiria vibe to it. I mean, it looks pretty cool.
Gotcha.
I think it's worth a watch. Jagged Mind now has a official trailer. It's going to be released on Hulu June 15th, which is this month, which is in 14 days.
Jagged Mind.
Jagged Mind.
All these movies, I'm sure you can look up the trailer too. We're just giving you some titles to look out for. If any of these titles jump out at you, definitely check them out. I know we will.
Yeah. Some Resident Evil news. Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles is reportedly in the works with Sony, even though Welcome to Raccoon City bombed in the box office like fucking terribly.
That's the Asian version.
Yeah.
Raccoon Sooty.
Raccoon Sooty.
Sounds like a Phil Collins song. Raccoon Soo-ya.
Soo.
Anyway, they're going ahead with it, even though the previous project bombed.
Yeah, they've already received funding for it.
Well, here's the thing about it. The last movie bombed. The last television series on Netflix, I can tell you from experience from watching. I didn't
watch that.
I watched the first episode, and oh boy, it was bad.
It didn't look good. Like, I don't know why they decided to make Wesker black.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was like, you want to know, like, it's like, I don't know what it is. Nobody who's in charge of the Resident Evil films can cast or stick to a original story. And I don't mean like the first Resident Evil movie, it was just enough to be similar and it was just enough to be different.
Yeah.
And then as the movies went on, it was like either too different or it got so far away from what a Resident Evil film was, or it was very, very, like, it was less and less and less similar to what a Resident Evil.
It's what happens when you hop on board and try to take control of the train.
Yeah, and I got nothing but respect if you can sit down and come up with an original story, even though it's not your original concept, if you can, like, do something a little different or whatever. But, they just wasn't very good,
Yeah.
And I mean, they're acceptable if you if you haven't played any game or whatever and you just watch them. Even then, I think you probably have like, oh well, these movies ain't great, but I guess I'll watch them. Better than the fucking Fast and Furious franchise. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Moving on with the horror movie news. I'm sure you're going to be excited about this one. See, I don't know. Okay. So, it just keeps coming with these Disney horror movies that are in the works. We are getting Sleeping Beauty Massacre is now in the works.
Okay. Here's the thing about it. Didn't they already done the what was the one with Angelina Jolie? Maleficent. I see. I can't say it. It's my fucking brain won't.
McDonald's.
My brain won't let me say that word.
My daddy.
But
Maleficent.
Maleficent. See, I can't say it.
Magnificent, sir.
Anyway, they made two of them, and I thought the movies were pretty good. However, they got on this train of making these evil villains in these films sympathetic to where they're not villains anymore. They're relatable, and that's how the world is right now. A lot of villains that should be vilified or celebrated, so... Anyway, that kind of relates to what we're talking about because this is supposed to be a pure horror movie, but first of all, is Winnie the Pooh Disney? I don't think Winnie the Pooh
is Disney, but it's open domain.
Okay, so
if you notice, I believe a lot of these movies are becoming open domain